Do you want to learn how to improve your American accent fast? Especially if you're an English learner that lives in the United States or Canada and wants to speak more like a native speaker faster. If so, you are going to like this because I find it is so easy to waste so much time in improving your pronunciation, improving your accent, when there are ways to be effective and to get this done sooner and faster. Also in this video, I'll be sharing with you a bonus tip, and it's kind of a warning, so you won't want to miss it. So tip number 1, use the 80-20 rule. So if you've seen my mini course, my accent reduction framework mini course, I actually use this rule, this method, this technique. And if you haven't seen my mini course, I have it available for my email subscribers. So if you write framework in the comments, I will be sure to share with you how to get access to that. And it's free. But the 80-20 rule is to put 20% of the effort in and get 80% of the results, because it is very, very easy to spend a lot of time, a lot of energy trying to make progress and barely making any progress. So I'm not going to describe exactly what this method is. If you would like me to explain it more in another video where I can share with you exactly what this looks like when you are improving your accent, if you want to study for your English exams using this rule, being more effective, let me know and I can make a video. In a practical sense, what this looks like is you're going to look at your accent as a whole and pick out the most problematic sound that makes you sound like you are not a native speaker. So for example, if you cannot pronounce the TH, your tongue is between your teeth. So there's the voiceless TH, like in bath. And then there's the voiced TH where your tongue is between your teeth, but you'll feel vibration like in the, there, that. So if you know that is your main problem, just by focusing on learning that sound and making it a part of your speech, your accent will sound maybe even like 50 or 60% better. So you'll see results a lot faster than if you just pick random sounds and you have no goal or target sound to work on. I'm hoping that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions about that. So once you've identified that sound, whether it be TH, the R, the L, whatever it is, you're going to make sure that you have daily practice. Even if it is just 5 or 10 minutes a day, just having that consistent practice every day or almost every day is going to make a huge difference. There are so many people who try to study for 1-2 hours at a time, 3 hours at a time, 1 time a week. You're not always absorbing all that information. And when we're learning a language, daily or frequent exposure is really important. So 5 minutes a day, every day is better than 3 hours on a Sunday. So you're practicing it daily. Now we're going to listen for that sound. So if you are listening to native speakers, I don't know, on YouTube, you're watching American television, you're going to be listening for that sound to see where that sound is. It's going to help you to be more aware of where that sound is. And you're also going to shadow. So shadow means to repeat after the native speaker. This helps you to really learn how to pronounce it exactly like that native speaker pronounced it, and then to repeat back. So this is going to help you to repeat after the native speaker and then master that pronunciation as you listen to the native speaker, repeat, listen, repeat. It's going to help you really master that in your pronunciation. And I did say native speaker. I know there are some people who have near native accents or native accents, I know of people, but what's important is that you are shadowing someone who has the accent that you want, because there are a lot of English teachers that may not have the accent that you want. Either it's just a different accent version, like maybe Australian or British when you want an American accent, or maybe they actually mispronounce things. There are some teachers that have not mastered the accent of a native speaker. Next is really important because you're going to be doing all this work and you want to make sure that you're actually pronouncing it correctly. And that's when you're going to want to get some feedback. So you can get feedback from maybe a native speaker that knows what to listen for, because just because somebody is a native speaker doesn't mean they know. But what I've noticed is that if you do have a fairly thick accent, a native speaker without training will be able to hear what does not sound right. They may not be able to explain why or how to do it, but they'll be able to help. So you can ask a native speaker. You could also ask an accent coach, right? This is what I do. Sometimes people will work with an accent coach like every week or 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week, on a regular, consistent basis. But there are also some people who decide to get like an accent analysis from an accent coach, and they can get feedback on what sounds have they mastered, what sounds have they not. So this is something to make sure you do. However you want to do it, make sure you do it. The last one I think is really important, and that is to have fun. I don't know what it is with language learning, but I feel like people often think that they have to go to boring classes, do boring grammar drills and exercises in order to learn a language. And if you like that, that's great. That's not my approach, and that's not my approach in learning a language either. So I would say have fun. What do you like? Are there certain kind of TV shows that you like or YouTube content that you like? Watch that. Repeat after them. If there are language groups in your city, language exchange groups, go there, have a coffee, do whatever they do, have fun, just have fun doing it. If you live in the States or Canada, find a club or, different activities going on that really resonate with you and help you have fun while you learn English and play in the language. And the last one is a warning/bonus, and that is when you are wanting to get feedback and improve your pronunciation, be careful of AI apps. I'm going to put a little warning sign here because as an English learner, you don't have the same ear as a native English speaker, at least until you've mastered it. And sometimes we may trust what artificial intelligence says. And I've used and tried certain apps that when I spoke to them, it said that I did not sound like a native speaker. And I know that I'm a native speaker. And my husband, who is not a native speaker, got his accent and pronunciation analyzed. And it said that he sounded more like a native speaker than I do. And let me tell you a secret, that is not true. So just be careful when you're using AI apps that it's giving you correct information, because, the app that I've used that seems to be very popular, I'm not going to say the name, it could do more harm than good. And if I was learning English, that would be so discouraging to hear. That would be so discouraging to hear that I don't sound like a native speaker, even though I know in my heart and I do. If you'd like to improve your pronunciation and watch some of my pronunciation videos, feel free to click here. If you'd like to see me judge the accent of English learners, feel free to click here. Anyways, take care and bye-bye.